Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The crowd has packed this place out, and you can feel the energy reverberating. It's the Tigers and the Jaguars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Jaguars offense has the ball first today. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense.
Man, I've been waiting for this game for a long time, Reese, after everything you just said. Do not blink, do not go to the bathroom, because both of these offenses can score quickly. These passing attacks are two of the most dangerous in the entire country, and it's always fun when you get to this first game now, because it's one thing to do it in practice, but you can't wait to get out and finally do it against a live defense. And when you've got quarterback play and you've got weapons catching the ball like these offenses have, boy, oh boy, you know it's just going to be exciting.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Morris. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
With the catch, it's Hicks. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football, and guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Quick release on the RPO. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Looking to get it in.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Here comes the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative on this one.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. He has a talented cornerback on the other side. He's really been looking forward to this matchup to prove how good he is. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw again. Firing to the right, complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. The give on the inside. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. The give on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the 3 ball gives us a tie. Coming out with it, it's Hicks. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Quick release by the QB. Makes the catch and he's free. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Hicks. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Got some room headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1 yard line.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it. And he's in! Touchdown, Jaguars!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground. And that was pay dirt.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. On the ground with the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
That's caught. It's Frazier.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on 2nd and short. The run from the shotgun. inside the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. But a little time, lets it go. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
3rd and short, trying to throw the hitch, but the defender was able to squat on it, and he was able to attack the football, knock it down, setting up 4th.
The Jaguars line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the Tigers send out the punt unit. Here's the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. With the catch, it's Harris. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll run it from the gun. Could be an alley. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And the Jaguars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Slings it downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Morris. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Got it behind the line. It's Morris. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. A lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pulls it in. It's Hicks. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Jaguars look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Jaguars will try to convert on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's barely going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll be stopped short on fourth down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. Go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. As we take a look at some of the key stats so far, the yardage numbers and the turnover battle, it's probably safe to say the team that wins those categories is going to be the team that comes out on top today. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
And the Jaguars will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the Stix as he picks up the first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keep it on the ground. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually...
Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab at the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Tigers. They take the lead with the 6. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Hold and fire complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
The Jaguars will call on their punt team. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're
finding some room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball is coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
They'll run play action. Hauls it in. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds a man on the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass.
Number 49, set to kick this one away.
Here he comes with the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Motion from the wideout. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes a catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Jaguars will try to pin them back with the punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
3rd down play from the gun. Got the quick pass. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Off the RPO, complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. That's caught. It's Frazier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the gun, running back gets to give. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. He's got it.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
49, set to kick it off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Got his man on the right.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
And the Jaguars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Harris. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick 6. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw into.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Morris.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the court.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Under fire. Looking for a huge play. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today, and they've already made a couple. Field goal is good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Number 49, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This time it's complete.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Jaguars are facing 3rd and inches. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Gonna look downfield again. Oh, they're after him. Punts it out of the air. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum. Great move. Now he's got room. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Jaguars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. So an 82-yard drive there, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Number 49, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Hicks. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Here comes the heat. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.